Alright guys, so we're there. 600 miles on the Ninja400. She's a beauty. And now I'm going to talk about the review of the bike. I got enough miles on it where I can give you a good, accurate, you know, my take on it. We're here. It's nice and hot, so here's how she sounds warmed up. Not bad, not bad. I'll turn the camera around and we will talk about it. Woo! What a ride. I've been riding all day. If you guys want to see a full gear review, all the gear I take out on my rides, like the backpack, the jacket, the pants, the boots, the gloves, all that good stuff. If you want to see that, let me know in the comments and I will do that video for you guys. But I do got an Alpinestars Backpack, which I love. I actually really like it. A lot of people complain about it. I like it. So, you know, this jacket too, I got to do a review on. It's got armor, it's legit. The pants I just did a video on, Nicky Boys Toys. So again, you guys want to see that, make sure you're subscribing, liking, and commenting, because I answer all the comments and we're just a giant family of motorcycle fanatics here at Hardcity. All right, let me get my hat on and my actual camera stand so I don't have to hold this thing, and we will talk about the Ninja400 and my 600-mile experience. By the way, this is blue. Sometimes I keep blue on the back of the bike here, not all the time, but every now and again he hangs out in this back seat there and goes for a little ride with us. So this just is a reminder of Storm, because I can't bring her on the motorcycle and I just got a little I don't know, man, whatever. But it looks awesome back there. A lot of people are like, I love your dog, and I'm like, you should see my real one. All right, so 600 miles on the 654 miles, you guys saw it on the 400. You know, it's such a fun little bike, man. If you're a beginner, yes, this is a 100% perfect motorcycle. Now that it's nice, it's not too windy, it is 100% manageable on the highway. Like, I just ripped this thing doing 80, 90 miles an hour down the highway, no issues at all. I do have to change the oil, so I got that break-in period oil now, and all you're doing is removing metal shavings from that. I'm going to use Moto 3000. The only reason I didn't change it today is because I only got 2 quarts of oil, and you need 2.1, so I needed another quart. Not a whole another quart, but you know, another little bit of another quart. And then also I didn't have a K&N filter. I got that today, and I had to get like a drain pan and stuff like that. So the oil change will be sometime as soon as that quart comes in from Repzilla, and then we'll change the oil and do that video. Man, it's fit, guys. This bike is a lot of fun. Like so I was just riding with the ZX-10R, and you can obviously see the power difference with a bike like that. I mean, he was out, but I was keeping up with him. You know, I was keeping up with him, no problem, like as we were going. When you really feel the power with this bike, off the line, okay, you know, it'll go pretty quick off the line. But for me personally, is when I really feel it is when I'm at like 5,000 to 6,000 RPMs in third gear, and I just rip the throttle wide open, and it just just when you really feel it. That's where I feel like it has its potential, like, power band. And for me, at least, that's how it feels. It just feels so quick in that third gear. Even like second gear at like 6,000, it just, man, it gets out of second quick. But like third, fourth gear, man, oh my God. When you're in fourth gear and you're like at 6,000 and you just decide to gun it, this thing, it's scary fast. Like, it's not a slow motorcycle by any means. So if you're worried about that when you're, you know, debating buying this, don't be. It doesn't have super top end power. That's all you're losing. And honestly, do you need to go 130, 140 miles an hour? I mean, some of you may like that. I personally don't need to do 130 miles an hour. There are times where, sure, that's you know, probably fun, but not for long periods of time. I really got this to do twisty roads and stuff like that. So the wind isn't, when it's really windy, you do feel it on this bike. It's a light bike. It's 380 pounds wet. It's light. You're gonna get blown around. Passing semis and whatnot, no problem. When they go by on the other lanes, no problem. You feel that gust. You're gonna feel that on any bike. It's no issues. When it warms up, it sounds good. I think it sounds great when it warms up. She sounds warmed up. We'll talk about some upgrades as well in a minute, but so yeah, I'm really enjoying it, man. It's a super fun bike. I know a lot of people that are beginners are getting this, and even guys that are, you know, just want to step down and get a good, nimble, light bike that they can ride every day and don't have to feel like overpowered on. This, like, a lot of guys are stepping back from those bigger leader bikes and just getting something like this. You know, a leader bike parked next to this, it's not a small bike. You can't really hardly tell the difference. I mean, you really can't. They're not small. It's just a small engine, you know. So, yeah, I mean, it's a lot of fun to ride. It's definitely an eye catcher. I mean, this thing, I can't tell you how many comments I get. Beautiful bike, you know. The bugs out here are vicious, dude. Like, I've been getting, like, my helmet. Look at this fly on this thing now. Look at him. He's just hanging out. But look, he's hanging out with his buddies. He's like, all my friends are dead because of you. But yeah, it gets some bug splatter on there. There's my Instagram, in case you want to check me out there. I've been cleaning bugs off it every time I ride it. It's just, you know, it's a brand new bike, so I don't really enjoy bugs on it, but what can you do? The radiator guard, I've been noticing, you know, I really want to get a radiator guard in there. That's like ASAP. I want to do that just because the amount of bugs out here, it's pretty vicious. So, what else? The way the height is, the ride height for me is perfect. I think one thing that I'm going to be changing is the seat. I'm going to get a different Kawasaki seat that raises it up a little bit. I do want to get the wood set clip-ons on the front to give it a more aggressive look. Looking into, obviously I'm getting exhaust, the tail tighty. I already put the windscreen on there. And so those are like ASAP things I want to do. The clip-ons on the front, probably not so much. I do want to change these grips. They hurt my hand. They suck. They mostly always do on grips. So I got a set of driven grips on the way. I ordered the rear axle spools for the stand. I don't have the stand yet, but you know, obviously one or the other, right? They're the cheaper ones. So the stand I'll get probably a Pitbull or Woodcraft, one of those two. And that's it really for upgrades that I'm probably going to do immediately. The seat for sure. The seat bothers me. It'll slam your nuts. It's a nut hugger. And then I've been debating. So I hate, one thing I don't like about this, what they did here, Kawasaki, is this plastic piece here. It really bothers me. I hate it. I hate it so much. So I want to change that. I found a carbon fiber one. It's not real carbon fiber, but it looks like it. And then I was thinking I was going to change the front fender to carbon fiber and also the rear seat deck. The only thing about the rear seat bubble when you get rid of that rear seat is you have to replace that metal bracket, and it can be a pain in the butt. It's not just, you know, take the key, pop it off, and put the new one, you know, which would be nice if somebody actually came up with that. But for some reason, you have to replace the bracket inside, and it's a little bit of a job. So I want to do some carbon fiber things. I think that would look sick. You know, keep that fender, obviously, for whatever, but I just want to throw some carbon fiber on there. They're super easy to change. This carbon fiber here, and this, and then the back piece, and then potentially like this part, all carbon fiber, is gonna look sick. So that's kind of what I've been thinking. And the mirrors. So some mirrors, I don't mind these mirrors. I mean, a lot of people don't like them. They don't bother me as much right now where I'm like, I gotta change the mirrors. You know, it's not really killing me. They don't vibrate. I can see out of them good. And they've been doing just fine. But I do really like the winglet mirrors, or their they're stealth mirrors. So they're basically like a little flat piece, and then it just looks like a little flat wing, and then it turns, and that's where your mirror, you turn it as you want to use it or whatever. Or I've been thinking bar ends. So I'm not 100% sure yet with that. Some of you guys have been asking about this $10 bill. So I have that zip tied there just in case of emergency. I need gas or whatever. I put it there because it was before I realized that it had a trunk, actually. And then I just kind of left it there as a conversation starter. So that was that's my thinking behind that. So a couple people who asked about it. Other than that, I mean, the bike has been it's been awesome to get back into it with, you know. It's been a really fun bike to just kind of enjoy riding in this journey and like get back into the game, you know. And obviously having a bigger leader bike would be, you know, a lot of fun too. But I'm not in the game to like just replace bikes. This is a bike I'm gonna keep forever. I love this thing. Like, I absolutely love it. The way it looks is just ridiculously sick. I don't think there's people out there who are like, oh, there's better looking bikes. The R3 looks better. Really? The R3 looks better than that? No, it doesn't. In my opinion, it does not look better than that. You know, I really love the paint scheme on this. It's just like, I see other Ninjas out there, red ones, white ones. I just don't think anything's better than this green, black, red, white KRT. It's just like the way they threw the colors together on that are pretty sick. Have a good one. So yeah, it's been a game changer for me. Like, if some of y'all watched my other video where I talked about like why I got back into the bikes and the whole thing, like what I've been through last year, you know, it's been like definitely a lifesaver, for sure. And you know, you don't have to worry like dangerous. Yeah, there's certain danger things. It's dangerous. You know what? Gear up, man. Wear the right gear. Like, this thing has chest armor. It's got the nuclein, I don't know, something like that. Armor, shoulder armor. I got knee pad armor. I mean, you know, everywhere. I got armor everywhere. A nice helmet. My new helmet is going to be sick. That's one thing. Before anything, my new helmet, like, I'm getting that in like a week, and that thing is going to be sick. We'll do a separate review on that. I'm actually going with an Arai, and the Corsair, it's like $1,000 bucks. It's a really nice helmet. So yeah, that's my experience so far on this thing has been like, yeah, the wind, it's light, but it's been manageable when it's a day like this, when it's like absolutely gorgeous out, and I could just, you know, it just cuts through the air like it's nothing. It has enough speed, and it's just so enjoyable, man. It's really fun. I couldn't be happier. If I had a choice to go back, like, oh, you know, I already picked that up like that, you know, like, it's like riding a bike, you know, you get on it and you go, if you ever ridden a motorcycle before. But, you know, and then oh, well, now I want a bigger bike. Not really, not necessarily. Like, I like this bike a lot. Like, it's just fine. It's just fine for what I'm doing. Eventually, yeah, we're going to step up and get a bigger bike. Part of the reason also why I got this bike is because this is what I could get a loan for. Understand that there's bikes that are like 15, you know, 12 grand, you're out the door 15 grand, you know, they sticker them at 12, you're out the door 15,000. Well, it's tough to get a loan for that, you know. It's tough. I'm lucky I got the loan for this. I put down a lot of money on it, but you know, my credit wasn't great, and I'm just really happy that I got a bike, you know, and it's brand new, no issues. You know, you can find used ones, whatever. I'm not into that. I wanted something brand new that's mine, that I could be proud of, and so that's why, part of the reason why I went with the 400. So if I could go back in time, knowing that I was going to be able to ride as good as I'm riding, I would definitely pick this bike again 100%. I wouldn't go and like be like, oh, you know, it's not that hard. Let's go get a 600. It's just, it has enough speed. I don't need to go any faster. And as far as when I get it on a track, when I actually find a track, that's going to be a really good thing. Now, for me personally, out here in Iowa, I'm just going to say the roads out here suck. they're straight. They're all freaking straight roads. To get to any twisties, I got to go quite a distance, which I really wanted to do today. But unfortunately, it came up to the time for the oil change. And I wasn't about to go on a 2-hour trip when I'm just about to crack the 600-mile mark without changing that oil. So once I get that oil changed, I'll head out to the twisties out there, Prairie du Chien, Dubuque, Strawberry something, out there in like Illinois, and just way out there. So it's a little bit of a drive to get to, but it's definitely going to be worth it when and probably by then I'll have the GoPro in my new helmet too, so that'll be something you guys will be able to enjoy with me. I like the controls on it. The feel of the controls are great. I have a little bit of an issue in my hand. Like, I always have a sore hand. Like, my hand gets kind of achy. So that kind of bothers me, and that's one thing that I don't like about the way the handles are. They're so you can switch that stuff up, you know, you can change it, and I do plan on doing that. You know, but that's going to be later. When you put, anytime you mess with the controls, you know, you could really fuck that up and have to deal with like throttle sticking and all kinds of stuff. Even when you just replace the grips, you know, you got to really be careful with that stuff. So you don't want anything that can potentially make that throttle stick or put you in danger. So yeah, guys, this thing is just, man, I'm just absolutely in love with it. And I know that you guys who bought this bike too are loving it too. It's just so much fun to ride. It's a real joy, man. It brings you so much joy. I'm just happy to just be on it. Like, you get up and you start your motorcycle up, and you know that, you know, you're free, you know, in that moment. There's nothing on your mind. It's just you, the road, the bike, and you know, you're laser focused. You know, like I said, like people, it's dangerous. You know, riding a motorcycle, you're aware constantly. You don't have time to pick your phone up and text or look at this or that or anything. You're constantly looking everywhere, behind, all over the place, you know. Out here, you can't lane split, which kind of sucks because I don't like sitting at intersections. So, you know, always leave yourself an escape route and just look behind you and make sure people aren't pulling up behind, texting and shit. I just seen someone get rear-ended right in front of my house about 3 hours ago, and it was a pretty bad accident. Had that would have been me, it would have been bad. So people are fucking stupid and they don't pay attention, and you know, that happens. So unfortunately, that kind of shit can happen. But they make all kinds of, you know, how far do you want to go with your protection is up to you. Like, they make airbag suits that are pretty dope. Alpinestars does. I do really feel like I'm gonna get one of those, because I just like the fact that having that extra protection when I'm on a twisty, like really twisty road, having that airbag set up under here, which this jacket is built for, would be super sick. So yeah, so I'm gonna just kill it, man. You guys, you know, at the 600 miles so far, it's been amazing. We'll do another update at 1,000. We'll keep doing videos of this bike and you know, all that, this freaking camera thing. We'll keep doing videos and keep making content. I know you guys like watching these videos and seeing my opinion on the bike. If I'm you, like, you're gonna ask me, should I get it? Yes, you should get the Ninja400. Don't waste your money on the KTM or the R3 or any of that shit. The Ninja400. If you're a beginner, this is the ultimate beginner street bike to get. It is 100%. And do not forget to get the gear. Get your helmet, get your boots, get your jacket with the armor and all that good stuff. I know some of you guys are probably like, where's the Icon jacket? I sold it. It was too big. So I sold it the actual next day. Like, I put it on Facebook Marketplace, gone. And then I overnight delivered this from Revzilla, because I wanted an Alpinestars jacket. And this is a summer jacket. I still yet to do the review on it. But it's really good. And like I said, if you guys want to see a full gear review of my whole getup, let me know. I'm going to do one, but just let me know if you want it sooner than later. Then I will show you guys that. And also the backpack. What I really want to wait for is my new helmet. This Alpinestars Backpack's legit. Blues having issues there. Yeah, it's pretty legit, that jacket. I like it. So I'm gonna cut this off and let you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm gonna go ride around for a little bit, probably get some ice cream, and then go hang out with Storm and watch NHL hockey playoffs, because it's hockey playoff season, and what's better than that on a Friday night? Fucking nothing. Life is so amazing when you have a moto. I'm telling you guys, the way I was feeling a month ago was bullet to the brain. Like, I fucking just didn't want to deal with life. Maybe 2 months ago, ever since I got the motorcycle, or the whole like the whole, what am I trying to say? I can actually talk probably. The whole experience of like getting it, planning it, the whole thing got me out of my rut, because I was fucking depressed. And like, I'm not blaming that on anybody but myself. I made my decision to come out here. You know, I'm not blaming it on my ex-girlfriend. I came out here. It was my choice to come out here. I did not have to come out here. I wanted to come out here for her. It didn't work out. But in the end, this is where we're at. This is where the channel is at right now. Like, the channel is now a motorcycle channel. And that's always what I really wanted it to be for years now. And now we're finally here, guys. You are witnessing live time, like a come up, like just a comeback story. This is a huge come up, always going forward. And it's motivation for you guys to just keep working hard, no matter how bad life gets. If you want something bad enough, you will fucking get it. And this channel is now absolutely exploding because of the support that you guys are giving me in the channel. And we're a family here, you know. This is not my channel, this is our channel. So you guys are all part of this too. And if it's not for you guys, none of this is a thing. None of this is a thing. So anyways, I love you all. I'll see you in the next one. Like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Peace. Oh, and by the way, this is not Blue. This is Moto. The dog's name is Moto. Just so you guys know.